the last thing we try to do, we do this with all of our guests. So you're the last guest here of season 1. And I was looking back. Our first guest was also from the UK. That's
Rick Webb. Do you know Rick Webb?
No, not heard, but I will.
You have to check him out. He's an Army veteran, amputee, lost his leg, in Afghanistan, and he's a hell of a golfer.
Who's the oh my god? Okay, was it Soccer AM or what is it?
Soccer AM.
Morning?
Yeah,
Soccer AM. Who's the Jamie? Who's the guy with the Jamie Bullard? Right? Is that his name?
Jamie Bullard. Yeah.
Rick is playing around with him. Rick's going to play around with him. Yeah. He might be on the European Adaptive Ryder Cup team. So when they come next year to Bethpage Black,
that's amazing.
Yeah, it's like crazy.
That's amazing.
He's so good. Like, it's nuts.
I'm jealous, right? I mean, I'm jealous of anybody who's good at golf because, I mean, how do you do that? How do you get the skills?
Because I have all my limbs and I suck. And he's got one less leg and he's like, yeah, see you later. I'm like, what the fuck?
I know. So I imagine what you could have done. Something, he's so good. Yeah.
So yeah, all of our guests have done this all season long. You're the last one here of season 1. So we got 5 rapid fire questions. Don't think about them too much. Just first thing that comes to mind. You putt when you're putting? Do you putt with a line on the ball, or do you just kind of visualize where you're going to roll it and try to roll it over?
Yeah, I have a triple track line on my ball, so I'll get my kids.
Cool.
Aaron, my son, to draw the lines on. He loves that job.
There you go.
Yeah, put him to work. So what TV or movie character would you most relate to?
Would I most relate to?
Yeah.
Crikey. This is like one of those, what's your self...
like your persona?
Suppose, isn't it? Yeah, what do I think? Yeah. Ricky Gervais.
Captain America.
David Brent in The Office, that's me.
That's a good one. I like that.
Do you have a blade or a mallet putter?
I have a blade putter. It's about 20 years old now, and I cannot change it because putting is sort of okay. So superstitious.
Right, there you go. Is there what's your go-to golf ball, like brand, model? Do you have a specific one?
I started using the Callaway Chrome Soft, but I've switched to a Callaway Super Soft now because they're a lot cheaper. The Chrome Soft, I mean, I was losing 3 or 4 of those in a round. I'm like, oh man, that's a lot more expensive now. So that was the reason for the switch.
Cool. So if you weren't golfing, what is it you'd want to be out just doing on any random day?
So you're asking somebody who runs a golf podcast who wants to play the top 100 courses in 10 years.
Because you're in the hot
every
seat.
day is, every day is planning golf, and that's all my life is at the moment. If I think in an ideal world, I'd probably be a party planner.
Yeah,
a party planner. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good at organising. Always have been.
I can see that. Well, yeah, hence the spreadsheets. Yeah, I got that.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, spreadsheets. I'll do it. I'll write letters on spreadsheets, But and he's great. Chris is an accountant, so between us, I think we've got it licked. We'll do this. But I think, I always organise stuff for our friends, and like this day in Liverpool, we sort of sorted that out, and we do Christmas parties for everyone. So I think if I could somehow make a career out of that, I probably would do that as my.
Sick.
You should be just a golf tournament planner. Have you ever ran any golf tournaments?
Well,
is that like a big thing there, like charity tournaments, or
you run the Spartan Cup, don't you? So I could definitely tap you some advice.
I do. It's fun running it. We've been approached to help other organizations run their fundraisers. Like, we're trying to kind of start to make that a thing where, we organize the day of stuff, the contests and the goodie bags, but it's fun doing all that, getting sponsors on board and then seeing it happen. We have a bunch of content we shot that day. We had 96 golfers this year. Mm-hmm. It's just amazing. I gotta sift through it, and we got to get that released because it's really cool seeing everybody there and out playing.
It was nice because this year we couldn't play on the same team because it was the week before his wedding. So he played with his dad and a couple of his buddies. I played with my brother and a couple of our friends, and when he says we plan it, he does. I don't have to do shit. I show up and get drunk and like hit some good shots.
Yeah. Do the good stuff. Yeah, the fun stuff.
But yeah, no, I'm watching him do it and how much it's grown. Like, obviously, I help out where I can, but like watching how much it's grown in even like the last 2 or 3 years it's been crazy. So, that's maybe you guys, if it works out, you'll have to come here or we'll go there.
Oh, 100%. I mean, look, I'll doff my cap to you. I think it's organising something like that is a really, really great effort. And actually, it's to get serious for a minute, but it's nice to give something back to the world of golf. And something that people enjoy doing. If you're anything like me, just seeing people with a smile on their face, that's it, isn't it? I probably should do something like that. I mean, I organise every year for my birthday, I organise something called the Nish Invitational. So we get the same thing, get goodie bags, like you get a little divot tool, you get a branch ball with my face printed on it. So if you play with that, you're round with that ball with my face printed on it and you bring it back, you win a prize sort of thing. No one's claimed it yet. So somewhere around these golf courses, there are a load of golf balls in my name. What I like about that is, so over here, I don't know if it happens where you guys are, but when somebody loses a golf ball, you get people who go around the golf course then and go and find the golf balls, and they, it's obviously go back to the pro shop and you can buy reconditioned golf balls from the pro shop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Andrew, who's the pro at Reddish Vale, has sold me new and then resold me the reconditioned balls probably about 5 or 6 times because I know they're mine because I've got the stripe on them that I draw. So I'm always like, to buy my old balls back from you again, Andrew. Yeah, great. They can't sell those ones with my face in them because who's going to buy those? So I like that. That's my little revenge back on the pros. It's like, you're not making money off these ones.
Amazing. That is amazing.
Not letting you have it. So, I mean, the danger with that is if somebody snap hooks it into somebody's garden and it breaks a window, then I'm potentially liable, So, probably need to stop putting my mobile phone number on the golf ball.
Yeah. You should go in there one day and be like, this, like, just write your name, like, not me that hit this ball.
Not me.
Like,
yeah.
With the date, yeah.
Asterisk or liability, waived or something like that. So I mean, but again, I just do that's for my birthday and it's just my friends. But I can imagine if you're doing that and you've got 96 golfers there, that you've worked hard to get there. I mean, that must feel amazing, TJ. So I think, well done. That's amazing.
It's effort. A good time. It's we played in it last year. It's a 4-man scramble. Last year we played in it as a 2-man. And the first year I didn't play at all because it was like, I have volunteers that are out running contests and stuff like that. But even this past year was just a lot. There were so many like different events going on that it was to try to play in it. I mean, I'm doing stuff up until the shotgun start, and then I got to go try to hit a tee shot. I didn't even hit my tee shot off of one because everyone else, piped them down there. I was like, all right, well,
cool. See you.
I'll drive down there and I'll hit the approach in.
Let's forget about this. Yeah, I won't.
Yep.
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. I love all that. I think that's kind of again, that's what we're in it for, aren't we? We're in it for organising stuff and making people feel good. And I mean, how much content have you got from that anyway for just a podcast? But even if you don't have that, and I sort of use to Chris all the time with our podcast, it's like the content's a great bonus. Of course, you do have to produce something every week, but this game gives us so much content. Just from being the game, but actually you're doing it for yourself. It's your own little, in 10 years time, you're going to look back at your podcast and you're going to say, oh man, we've got like 500 episodes. Like we did that and that came out of nowhere. That's just out of our brain and just put down into a podcast. We did well, did really well. So I think, fair play to you. I think it's a great endeavor. I'm loving getting involved in this whole world. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't enjoy editing, but certainly the content's great.
But it's funny, like, you're talking about how in your kitchen, you and your neighbor just getting drunk, coming up with an idea. Like, we were literally sitting here, we were drunk, and we were trying to like figure out, okay, if we were going to do it, what would be a name? And I was like, well, Basic Bogeys. And we both were like, oh shit. Next thing you know, he's like, the next thing I know, this guy is texting me at 3:00 in the morning. How's this for a logo? What do you think about the colors? Should it bend here? I'm like, dude, let's go. Let's just run it.
I'll get TJ's me. Like, this is it. You're like the stateside version.
I'm just here to call myself a fat bitch on camera and on the course, and then just that's it. That's my contribution.
That's it. Yeah, I know. I just think that Chris is you're Chris. Then that's it. Chris is basically just berates himself the whole way around.
Yeah, me too. I'll hit like a really good shot and I'll be like, "You fucking idiot! That wasn't anywhere near where you were aiming." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, he wasn't where you were aiming. I know we. Pardon me. The last round that we played of our, so it's only 3, like I say, but the last round we played of our top 100 was a course called Southport in Ainsdale. It's again, that's been another double Ryder Cup venue. The purists absolutely love this golf course. Anyway, we came out. I was on fire on the front 9. Like it's par 36 front 9. I was 42 out.
Oh wow!
And I made the mistake of looking at my scorecard, and then I just fell apart in the back 9. But I played really, really well. And Chris was like, "You're right, mate. You're doing really well here. Keep it going, keep it going." Chris came off, and he's like, "That's the worst round of golf I've ever played," and we shot the same score. I'm like, how does that happen? How have I come off going, yeah, I was really in with a chance there. Okay, fell apart.
It's all about perspective, you know.
Oh, yeah, and he's just like, that's awful. I hate this course.
Him and I golf very, very similar. Like our scores are always like within like maybe like 4 or 5 strokes. Like even if it's that. But I've seen him have like his hot days, and like I've had mine. But it's funny because we'll like when one of us has a bad day, we're like, yeah, I've been there, brother. I've been there, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's full sympathy. Like you can't say anything. That's the thing, you know. It's like
no,
everyone's been again. That's what I love about this game. Like you can play with somebody. We played with a member at SNA, and he plays off 7, I think. He was having a bad day as well, and I kept saying to Chris, "Oh God, I think every member we're going to play with, we're just going to drag them down to our level of shit, aren't we?" And he was just like. But even he like came off the end and he was like, "Do you know what? I've not played well today at all, but I just enjoyed playing golf with you." And that's what it's about, you know. So, yeah.
Before we let me go, where can people find your podcast, all your social media? Give us some links and some names so we can share it.
Absolutely. So dead easy on Instagram. It's just at top 110. Same on TikTok. We've much to Chris's annoyance, I've got him on TikTok now, so Chris is not a social media person. It's great, and I am, and I can't get into his mindset and he can't get into my mindset, so I'm trying to find ways of cringing him out. I think I posted a video of him at the sim. We played Augusta, and he ended up behind trees on 3 occasions on a golf sim. I was like, I don't know how you're doing this, but fair enough, well done. But yeah, and then we've got, the main place to get any information really is our website. So that's top110.co.uk, where we do things like we track the Dream 18. So every course we play, we'll nominate the best hole that we think, put it into a Dream 18. So hopefully we'll have that for,
cool.
Like I say, it's only 3 courses at the minute. So we've got 4 holes on there that we thought were pretty good. And then our own rating as well, where we think the courses sort of fit into it. So yeah, a bit more of that, and then obviously just wherever you get your podcasts, you can listen. Just search the top 110 golf podcast, and you'll be able to listen to my dulcet tones.
Awesome. Well, we really appreciate you taking the time. It's been a lot of fun chatting with
gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much. I've really taken away some really good positives from this today as well. So I love chatting golf, and I'd love to get you guys on our podcast at some point.
Absolutely.
Sure, man.
We'll call it
Let's
a day.
do it. Yeah.
Thanks, everybody, for listening. We'll catch you guys on the next episode.
Thanks for watching today's episode.
To see more of our content, be sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and subscribe on YouTube. We can be found at Basic Bogeys on all platforms.
Thanks. We hope to see you on the next one.